This is big as we get our first Jack Hughes update since the dinner glass incident. The Devils also give multiple key updates, including Brett Pesce, and we'll talk about some veterans on the team that had some days off. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Devils Digest. I'm your host, Ryan the Goose Gosiker, here with you, having some fun. Let's get right into the program, okay? No time to waste here. Jack Hughes back on the ice, skating with the Devils team, okay? That is very important, okay? He had been skating on the side, I guess, on his own a little bit, but finally joining the team, okay? No stick in his hand yet, but it kind of looks like something that we talked about with Brett Pesce and how that'll kind of be the last thing that's got to go for him to be back. The idea is to get him on the ice, get him skating, and get him in, I'm assuming, and because I'm not a hockey connoisseur per se, but in terms of like strength and conditioning and how all that works. But I'm assuming the idea of Jack Hughes skating with the team, and they had practice yesterday, the idea being that he is like just trying to get back in shape so that way as soon as he can put the stick back in his hand, he can really be, quick on his way back. So definitely an interesting practice yesterday for New Jersey. I just want to say I apologize for not being there right after practice. Okay, I had some personal things in my life where I'm actually now, you can call me Uncle Goose. Okay, so family member, older sister had a baby yesterday. So finally in my uncle era, I guess as the kids would say. So lot going on, a lot to catch up on with the Devils, and just trying to piece all together what practice was yesterday, because you never know what you're getting out of practice, right? Sometimes it can be the most boring thing in the world, and the Devils just going back to work. Other times, it's kind of an active day like it was yesterday, okay? So first we get Jack Hughes skating, then we get, this tweet from Christy Flannery, basically saying Brett Pesce is looking pretty good at practice, okay? So the big thing for him, right, as we kind of mentioned, is what is he doing at practice? And Chrissy, doesn't go into full depth here in detail, but certainly if he's starting to look really good at practice, but Sheldon Keefe still said he was weeks away, I'm kind of like, are we just at another point where we got lied to by an NHL coach? Like, and that's the one thing that bothers me. I don't need to know all of his medicals, right? Obviously, HIPAA violations and all that stuff. But this whole like lying game and this whole like, oh, he's weeks away and he'll be back next week. Like, or, he's weeks away, but he looks really, really good at practice. Like, how does that, I don't understand what are you trying to get the teams you're playing most recently? Like, not expecting Brett Pesce, and then all of a sudden change, they have to prepare for him. I mean, I guess maybe there's some gamesmanship there, but I got to be honest, when I talk to my buddies about this stuff, like, I don't get it. I really don't. This doesn't make any sense why teams continue to do this. And then they'll say, oh, they're day-to-day, and then they're out. We all know day-to-day means week-to-week, and week-to-week means month-to-month, and month-to-month means see you next year. So I kind of hate how we have, like, these code words in hockey. Like, it's kind of unbelievable. But here we are. But nonetheless, I want to focus on the grand point, which is that if Brett Pesce looks really great at practice, that's got to be thrilling if you're a Devils fan. And obviously not to the same level as Jack, but certainly having a guy like Brett back is going to be vital for this team, particularly to reach their potential on defense. This team has defensemen that are capable of being a top defense in the league. They've done it for stretches, but they got to get Brett Pesce back. Luke Hughes needs Brett Pesce back. So there's a lot of guys on this roster, a lot of fans in the fan base that need Brett Pesce back. So if he looks good at practice, that's certainly a good and great sign for New Jersey in terms of the idea of him being weeks away. If he's looking great at practice, I feel like I have a little bit more confidence that he might be back sooner than week to week. Okay, or weeks, I should say. Now, the other thing that I wanted to hit on and talk about today was that Sheldon Keefe says Timo, Meier, and Jesper Bratt needed maintenance days today, and that they'll see how they feel throughout the day, today and tomorrow. This was obviously yesterday. Today and tomorrow when it comes to their availability. If you have to question their availability for a game that's over, at the time this statement was made, over, I think it's probably 36 hours away from game time. Okay. This is not a maintenance day. You know what a maintenance day is? Hey, coach, I'm perfectly fine, but I'm a vet. You know, we've been running rampant the last 2 weeks. I'm just going to take the day off. We'll be good to go tomorrow. If you have to question their availability, it's not a maintenance day. Like, these two are not the same. Okay, so I'm just trying to read between the lines here with Sheldon Keefe, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, again, they don't want to disclose that Jesper, Bratt, and Timo Meier are playing through injury, but here we are, and, you know, we have to wait until his pregame press conference to find out if these two are going to play tonight. That is just, I can't stand that. That bothers me at my core. As just like a person, I'm like, what are we doing? Why does this have to be this way and be so secretive? And it's just odd. It's just odd. I don't know if it strikes anybody else as odd, but it strikes me as odd. So I want you to leave us a comment. I want you to leave me a comment and tell me, you know, rank these updates. You know, which is more important to you? The fact that Jack has started skating with the team, that Pesce looks super good at practice, or that these two might not play tonight? I would love to know. I would say right now, just because it's more realistic and we're talking about getting back on the ice, Brett Pesce looks like the most important update. But I want to hear you. I want to hear the fans. So I want to hear what you guys have to think. I know, obviously, you know, not everybody's infatuated with Jack Hughes the way some are in the fan base, and that's okay, rightfully so. Again, injuries are a frustrating thing in sports. They're very difficult. You don't really get control over them. You can't tell when it's coming, when it's not coming. So I get it, and it's totally frustrating. You know, so we'll keep it there. As I mentioned, this tweet just confirms that, you know, Jack has been skating for a week on his own, but he has joined the team now. No stick yet. Okay, so I'm sure that's the next domino to fall. But again, the idea is that Jack gets back on the ice. He's able to do some conditioning, so that way when they give him his hockey stick, he's able to just, you know, maybe take a practice or two and then be right back in the games. So that's very, very encouraging in my opinion, okay? And then I thought this would be funny because for the people in the fan base that are just upset with Jack Hughes and all the injuries and stuff, he did agree to a partnership with RWJ Barnabas yesterday, and he'll serve as an ambassador. And it leaves me no place to think, but he's serving as an ambassador because he's been there so many times, right? I mean, who better to represent the brand than somebody who uses the brand as often as possible? So I just thought that was kind of funny, and I thought that was a good way to, you know, bring some spirit here to the Devils fan base. Reach out to the people that, again, are not as infatuated with Jack Hughes and are upset that he's hurt all the time. Well, he is going to partner with the hospital that fixes him. So, you know, or, you know, at least the medical group that works for the team, that sponsors with the team. So now they've got the guy that's always hurt. So we'll see. We'll keep it rolling. Okay. Devils are in Ottawa tonight. Again, I'm not sounding panic alarms fully. I mean, I kind of am, but there's no way a game in December is a must-win game. But the Devils got to win tonight. They got to find a way to win tonight. At what cost? It doesn't matter to me. They got to win tonight. Go out there, get 2 points, and do as I always scream from the sections when I'm at the games. Get the puck on the net. Get the puck on the net and see what happens. Grind out goals. Do the little things. And win a game. Get 2 points, please. Please. I'm begging you. I'm asking of you. Get 2 points out of tonight's game with Ottawa. So, we'll see. We'll have some fun. But I appreciate you for listening, for watching here on Devil's Digest. Be a subscriber to the channel. Help us get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We're slowly inching our way there, and we appreciate any and all subscribers. Okay, you guys have been awesome. Leave us a comment. Let me know what you think about these updates and which is most important to you. Okay, and keep it rolling. And go Devs tonight, all right? Aiden's got you for post game, and we'll catch you next time on Devil's Digest.